It's amazing that in 2004, sitting in the back of a convention center in Anaheim, California, that God would actually give me a dream and give me a vision to eventually that I would plant a church that would reach a lot of people with a diverse group. And it's amazing how 7 years from that day, that with 18 of us, we were sitting in the living room of my house with this dream and vision of reaching this city with this mission of engaging God, engaging people, and engaging culture. And over the last 3 years, from going to Young Actors Theater where we first started and seeing so many people impacted and lives change, to our current location that we're sitting in right here in Midtown, and just so many things that have happened, from marriages being restored, people finding hope and purpose. It is just wonderful what God has done. But what's interesting is this, is that I believe there's more to come. I can't imagine Joshua's mindset when he walked out of Egypt. For his entire life, he spent it in slavery. And now he found himself in this place of freedom. He probably thought, man, this is my promised land. There can't be anything better than this. But little did he know how much more God had for him. And as I think about Joshua, as we've been going through this series, 31 Kings, I think the same for us. That, man, there's so many amazing things that's happened over these last 3 years. But what I've come to realize, there's more to come. What's up, guys? Hey, I am really excited because as we're concluding our 31 Kings series, what I have to announce to you today is something that I've been so stoked about. It is this: we are launching our 31 Kings campaign. Like I've been saying from the beginning of this series, God is taking us into our promised land. And so here's what the 31 Kings campaign is all about. Guys, it is about expanding and enhancing. The first thing is this, is expanding. Where I'm currently sitting is at a place called The Gathering. The Gathering is located right in College Town, right above Madison Social. And if you ask me if I could pick any place to where I would love to have another location at for Engage, it would be right here. And so here's what I'm telling you. We are launching our second Engage location right here in College Town. We will be launching it on Easter Sunday. And guys, I am so excited about it. And here's the reason why I'm excited, is because you know there's 80,000 college students that live in this city. The next generation of leaders are coming off of these college campuses, and we have a responsibility to help them to discover a relationship with God, to help them develop and to grow spiritually, develop in their gifts and skills, and then to see them deployed into the earth. Here's the deal: most people come to faith between the ages of 18 to 25, and so in a city with so many college students and young professionals, we have a responsibility to go and to see more and more people to be all that God has called them to be. And just like the people of Israel, God took them into their promised land, and they took it piece by piece. This is the next part of where God is taking us, as we want to see more and more people come to know Him as we engage God, people, and culture. And here's the second thing that we're doing, is that we're enhancing. And here's how we're going to do it. We're going to enhance it physically and spiritually. We're going to be doing some upgrades and renovations in our current location, from our sanctuary space, making sound better, to the aesthetics of it. And also next door in our studio and our children's church space, we're going to continue to make Engage Kids great. We want to make an incredible location and space for when our children come in, to where they can feel welcome, families can feel welcome, and that they have an environment where they can grow and feel like it's a sense of their own. And so here's how you can get involved really in our 31 Kings campaign. The first thing is this, is to pray and to fast. It does not matter what type of space and locations that we have, though those are important. But in the end, if God does not show up, if He does not move, then what we do is in vain. Locations don't change lives. Jesus changed lives, and we need Him to move on our behalf. Like we always say in our church, we don't want to go anywhere unless God is with us. The second thing is this, is to sacrifice. Hey, first we're gonna ask about 50 of you to come with us. So we'll be not doing our 5 o'clock service anymore at our Midtown location. We're gonna ask 50 people to come with us, to help be a part of this launch team, to be a part of setup and welcome and to tear down and all the things that go into it, to help grow people in their faith, for discipleship, being on our assimilation team. We need your help. So there's gonna be 50 of you. We're gonna come and personally talk to you about that, and we're gonna need you to sacrifice to make this location right here your permanent home. The third and final thing is this, is to give. We're going to be doing a giving campaign, a pledge day that will start us off what we're doing here in giving right here to the 31 Kings campaign. So we're going to ask you to sacrifice financially. It may cost you to sacrifice a movie, to sacrifice a date night. For some of you, there's been money that you've had saved and you've been wondering, what do I do? And this is probably a significant amount of money. Here's what we're going to ask you to do, that you're going to get involved, that you'll be willing to give. Like we've always said here, you're not an owner until you give of your time, your talent, and your treasure. That is in the kingdom of God. That is in this church. As in anything you do, if you're an owner of it, you give your time, your talent, your treasure. So here's what we're going to do. Coming up, you're going to be hearing more about how you can get involved and how you can pledge to be a part of our 31 Kings campaign. We need you to give. Guys, let me tell you this. It is so exciting what God has done over these last 3 years. But let me tell you this, the best is yet to come. I am so full of faith of the future of Engage Church and what God is doing as we continue to expand our mission of engaging God, people,